Billy Crystal and Rob Reiner weren't just Hollywood pals. They were like brothers who shaped each other's lives from the very beginning. It all kicked off back in 1975 on the set of All in the Family, where Rob was already a star as Meathead, and Billy popped in for a guest spot. From that moment, their chemistry was electric, sparking a friendship that would last 5 decades and create some of the funniest moments in movie history. Rob directed Billy in When Harry Met Sally in 1989, a rom-com that became a classic overnight. Billy played Harry, the sarcastic guy who thinks men and women can't be friends, while Meg Ryan was Sally, proving him wrong in that iconic deli scene. Rob's genius was in letting Billy improvise lines like the famous, "I'll have what she's having," which came from Rob's mom Estelle. Their collaboration didn't stop there. Billy had a hilarious role as Miracle Max in Rob's The Princess Bride in 1987. He brought that zany energy, ad-libbing with Carol Kane as his wife, making scenes that fans quote to this day. Rob always said Billy's timing was perfect, turning fairy tales into laugh-out-loud adventures. Over the years, they teamed up on other projects, like Rob directing Billy in City Slickers, where Billy roped cattle and found himself. But it wasn't just work. Off-screen, they shared family vacations, holidays, and endless inside jokes. Billy once joked that Rob was the only director who could make him cry laughing while filming serious scenes. Rob came from comedy royalty. His dad, Carl Reiner, was a legend, and Rob carried that torch with films like This Is Spinal Tap. Billy admired how Rob blended humor with heart, like in Stand By Me, a coming-of-age story that touched everyone. Their bond grew stronger through life's ups and downs, supporting each other through awards, flops, and personal milestones. In interviews, Billy always credited Rob for pushing him to be better, saying Rob's direction made him a star. They even hosted events together, roasting each other at award shows with that sharp wit. Fans loved seeing them reunite, like at the 25th anniversary of When Harry Met Sally, where they shared stories that had the crowd in stitches. But beneath the laughs, there was deep respect. Rob called Billy his go-to guy for honest feedback on scripts. They collaborated on charity work too, raising money for causes like autism research and film preservation. Their families blended, with Billy's wife Janice and Rob's wife Michelle becoming close, hosting barbecues and game nights. As years passed, they stayed connected, texting daily about everything from politics to baseball. Rob's liberal views often sparked debates with Billy, but it only strengthened their tie. Billy said in an old chat that Rob was the friend who gets you through the tough stuff with a joke. Now, with Rob gone, Billy's looking back at those moments, realizing how much Rob shaped his career. From bit parts to blockbusters, their paths intertwined in ways that defined comedy for generations. It's hard to imagine Hollywood without their dynamic duo, but their legacy lives on in every rerun and quote. Rob's directing style was unique. He let actors breathe life into roles, like in A Few Good Men with that courtroom drama. Billy wasn't in it, but he praised Rob for handling stars like Tom Cruise and Jack Nicholson so masterfully. Their friendship was a model for young comedians, showing how collaboration beats competition every time. In 2013, they reflected on their bond in a documentary about Carl Reiner, sharing laughs about old times. Billy recounted how Rob introduced him to key people in the industry, opening doors he never dreamed of. It's those little acts of kindness that made their relationship special, beyond the glitz. As Billy processes the loss, he's sharing stories that highlight Rob's generosity, like mentoring new directors. Rob produced Billy's stand-up specials, giving notes that sharpened his routines. Their partnership was built on trust, making every project feel like hanging out with your best friend. Fans remember their cameos in each other's work, like Rob appearing in Billy's Mr. Saturday Night. It was always playful, with inside references that only true fans caught. This chapter of their story shows how two guys from New York built an empire of laughter together. But life threw curveballs, Rob's health scares in later years, though he kept them private. Billy was there, visiting during recoveries, cracking jokes to lift spirits. Their bond proved unbreakable, even as age caught up. In recent years, they talked about one last project, a sequel or reunion film. Ideas flowed over dinners, with Michelle and Janice chiming in. Though it never happened, those dreams kept their creative fire alive. Billy's tribute now brings all this to light, reminding us why their friendship mattered so much. It's not just about movies. It's about loyalty in a cutthroat town. Rob's influence on Billy was profound, turning him from comedian to icon. Expanding on When Harry Met Sally, the film explored love in a fresh way, thanks to Rob's vision. Billy's character arc from cynic to romantic mirrored real-life growth. Rob drew from his own experiences, making it authentic and timeless. They also bonded over sports, both Yankees fans, attending games and trash-talking rivals. Those outings were escape from Hollywood pressure, just two guys enjoying life. Billy often said Rob's enthusiasm for baseball matched his passion for filmmaking. In politics, Rob's activism inspired Billy to speak out on issues like equality. They marched together, using fame for good. This side of their friendship showed depth beyond entertainment. Rob's family life influenced Billy too. Seeing Rob as a dad made Billy appreciate his own kids more. They shared parenting tips, laughing about mishaps. It's these personal touches that made their bond real. As Chapter 1 wraps, remember their laughter echoed through decades of Hollywood history. From TV sets to red carpets, Billy and Rob were inseparable. Their story is one of true friendship, now bittersweet with Rob's passing. Rob's breakthrough as director came with This Is Spinal Tap in 1984, a mockumentary that Billy loved. He even referenced it in his own work, showing mutual admiration. Fans see echoes of Rob's style in Billy's directing ventures. In The American President, Rob crafted a romantic political tale, with Billy cheering from the sidelines. They discussed scripts late into nights, refining dialogue. This collaboration spirit defined their relationship. Billy's stand-up career benefited from Rob's input, honing material for specials. Rob attended shows, offering post-performance feedback over beers. Those moments built confidence for both. Their shared New York roots gave them a common ground, reminiscing about childhoods. Billy from Long Beach, Rob from the Bronx, they bonded over city life. It fueled their humor, grounded in real experiences. In 2000, they celebrated milestones together, like Rob's star on the Walk of Fame. Billy spoke at the ceremony, roasting Rob lovingly. Crowds loved the banter, a testament to their enduring appeal. Rob's Misery in 1990 showed his range from comedy to thriller. Billy praised the adaptation, discussing book-to-screen challenges with Rob. It deepened their respect for each other's craft. Family holidays were highlights, Thanksgivings with Crystals and Reiner's mixing. Stories from those gatherings could fill books, full of laughter. Michelle and Janice's friendship mirrored the men's. As they aged, conversations turned to legacy, what they'd leave behind. Rob wanted to be remembered for joy he brought. Billy agreed, vowing to keep the spirit alive. In interviews, Billy often mentioned Rob as his brother from another mother. Their phone calls were daily rituals, sharing news and jokes. This consistency kept the bond strong. Rob's political documentaries like God and Country sparked discussions with Billy. They debated ideas, refining views. It added intellectual layer to their friendship. Billy's book, Still Foolin' 'Em, included chapters on Rob, highlighting key moments. Rob returned the favor in his memoirs. Their words immortalized the partnership. At award shows, they presented together, stealing the show with improvisation. Audiences ate it up, wanting more. It's why fans mourn the loss so deeply. Rob's direction in Ghosts of Mississippi showed social consciousness, inspiring Billy. They talked about film's power to change minds. This shared purpose united them. Personal losses, like Carl Reiner's death in 2020, brought them closer.